Every Thursday, Chandru had a meeting at an office which is close to Bombay grocery store, the Indian store. He dropped Gauramma there for shopping before meeting and picked up later. Gauramma struggled initially to converse in English, but the store owner Asha Patil comforted her as she knew Kannada. Asha was in her mid-30s and extremely active. She and her husband divided their duties and managed the store alternatively. Asha also used to make chapatis, samosas and other eatables at home and sell them at the store. When there were no customers in the shop, Asha and Gauramma would sit together and chat. Thus, it became a routine every Thursday. Gauramma would bring Manya and spend an hour with Asha Patil at Bombay grocery store. Gauramma was missing her country recently. Manifesting her own feelings, Gauramma asked, "Don't you feel homesick?" Asha responded, "I hail from a village named Wagdari in Maharashtra. We are a middle class family and we own some land. I was a strong young girl, but after my 10th class, I was married to Satish Patil from Mumbai. My parents did not verify anything about the groom's family. After I came to Mumbai, I realized that my husband's family lives in one-room chawl. Satish owned a Bhelpuri cart and I was a free servant for them. I worked like a donkey all day long. I had a worst mother-in-law and sisters-in-law. I suffered a lot." Asha's face saddened as she recalled the past. Yet, when one or two customers walked in, she attended to them pleasantly. Asha continued, "In a year, our daughter Sonali was born. I always dreamed of a small house with a happy family, but reality was different. My husband's house was always noisy, fighting and shouting. I went into a depression. My in-laws thought I was acting and being lazy, but when my father visited me, he realized my state and he took me back to my village. I was treated in a good hospital. It took me almost 2 years, and after that, I refused to go back to my in-laws' place. Then, after some days, my father's Gujarati friend's relative was looking for a hard-working couple to open a hotel and grocery shop in New York. We felt it is a good opportunity for us. My husband also agreed immediately. We worked illegally in New York for some time and later we regularized our immigrant status. We worked morning to evening in the kitchen. Life was definitely better than Mumbai. Later, when I understood how business runs, we requested our employer to allow us to start our own business, and then we started Bombay store. Now I feel great. This country had changed my life forever. My dreams have come true. We earn good and help financially to my in-laws and parents. I have also helped my brothers to start business. It is only because of this country that all this has been possible. I'm extremely happy here and I don't feel like going back." "Are you not worried about your daughter when she comes to marriageable age?" Gauramma asked, thinking of Sarla's daughters. Asha responded, "No, what is going to happen with other girls here will happen to my daughter too. I know many Indian girls who have far more loose morals than American girls. Here, everything is in the open, but in India, since society does not accept such things, they do them anyway without the knowledge of their parents." Gauramma's mind was reeling. She felt she was seeing the world from a new perspective.